it's not just about cars and cars at the SAM plenary session, but also about two-wheelers because India remains the second largest two-wheeler market in the world. And flanking me on either side are two close friends from Piaggio. And as you know, Piaggio in India is not just about the Vespa or the two-wheeler, but it's also about the three-wheeler, which is the last-mile mobility transport solution in the country. So let's talk with the three-wheeler thing first with Ravi. Ravi, who spearheaded Piaggio for a long time. Ravi, is the three-wheeler still relevant as a last-mile transport operation in India?
Let me tell you, the three-wheeler cannot be wished away.
Okay.
It will coexist with all the other vehicles available on the road, whether they be four-wheelers or whether they be variants of three-wheelers. But three-wheeler is a vehicle which is contributing to the last mile distribution and in the cheapest form of transportation. It can't be wished away.
Any innovation possible still in the basic three-wheeler as we go forward from here?
Absolutely. I mean, the key to future success is innovation, creativity, how to design and develop something different from what you have today, or how to meet the expectations of a consumer who would feel different, feel unique, or feel elated.
So, is Piaggio in India progressing on that road for that innovative, distinctive stuff which we speak about?
Very much so. Piaggio cannot be far behind. We are the leaders. We created the market. We own the market. We are growing the market, and therefore we cannot stand behind or forget about future innovation and development. That will carry on.
The new cafe regulations are going to come in, and how will small power plants like yours really then become completely compliant with those sort of regulations? We'll have to have a lot of sea change in affordable technology to make that.
No, you're talking about the emission regulations?
Yes,
emission regulations, we are already meeting BS3. BS4 is around the corner, and we are almost equipped to make it happen. BS5, BS6, we still have 5 to 10 years. And as we go ahead, technology is going to be made available, is going to be created. There will not be a situation where we have to withdraw from the market just because of the emission norms. Emission norms are there to remain as much as vehicles are there to remain.
So now let's turn to the far more pleasurable aspect of two-wheelers. Stefano, you have had a wonderful grooming year. What I've seen of you over the last few months, and you had a major reinventing of the mind as far as style consciousness of your products is concerned. How do you see style pervading the senses in the two-wheeler segment, especially among scooters in India?
Well, I think that the Indian youth here in India is very sensitive to style. And of course, as you know, Vespa is the epitome of the Italian style. In fact, if there is one word that comes to my mind when I talk about Vespa, it's style. So we are sort of famous for the nice and trendy lines of Vespa, which is on one side, say, classic, but on the other side, innovative and modern. And by the way,
And
I don't
very
know,
distinctive as well.
and I don't know if you know, we have gone to the extent of tying up with one of the, possibly the name in the Italian fashion, who's Giorgio Armani, and we came out with a version of the Vespa 946, which is the Giorgio Armani 946, which is really a piece of art and fashion together. So,
I hope it doesn't cost a bomb.
oh, it does, but that's by design.
Okay.
So, no doubt there will be more and more premium and style in the scooter segment, which, by the way, is the one which is growing the most today within the two-wheeler industry. And with a scooter like Vespa, we are bang on that trend.
Are you going to have more additions in your portfolio as far as scooters is concerned? Because you are just about a 2 or 3 model portfolio, so you need some more critical elements to be present in the showrooms.
That's correct, and that's why yesterday we presented to the press some new model of Vespa. They are called VXL and SXL. And we presented the first 150cc scooter, which is the innovation that we have today. So, like in 2012, we had come with a 125cc scooter, whereas there was the major part of the market was 110. Today we are coming up with a 150 scooter.
You're going back to your roots, actually.
Exactly, of many years ago.
Many years
But today is innovation, and of course the power, it's important, particularly for the youth today.
Okay, since you mentioned power, I must get onto superbikes, and you got a phenomenal portfolio of superbikes. How come you have never concentrated your efforts to make this into a viable selling proposition to so many guys who feel deprived because of this?
That's correct. But no, we are concentrating on Vespa now, and we have rethought the strategy of Vespa. Now we have a lot of clarities about that. We will have also some other scooters, like you mentioned also. The bike will come, but we want to bring the bike the moment we have the right pricing. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense to sell superbike at very high prices today, where the superbike segment is still small and is growing at the right price in the market. So once we have that, we will concentrate on it.
I know that once Mr. Colanino called Ravi and asked him, see, look at this newspaper report. Harley is coming to India, Triumph has come. So why are we not there? So how long has, if not us, how long has Mr. Colanino got to wait before you come across over here?
Well, Mr. Colanino is coming to India hopefully soon, and then at that moment we'll talk about this.
In one more sense, I want to ask, going forward, how do you see technology directing the way you make scooters for a country like India, where you want everything at the lowest possible price?
Well, technology helps in that, in the sense that there is also through value engineering that you apply new technology also to reduce the cost at times, not only to improve the performances. So there's no doubt that counts quite a bit in order to have the right vehicle at the right price. And of course, we need to work in that direction, there's no doubt.
So there you have it from Piaggio, originators of the scooter, especially in India and the rest of the world also. But India was the biggest scooter market, and given that today you have got everyone amongst the Japanese, barring just one manufacturer, selling the scooters, the distinctive, identifiable scooter still continues to remain the Vespa.